if you go on Twitter right now, which I'm not recommending, in fact, my advice would be to stay far, far away from Twitter. Don't go anywhere near it. Stay away from it. It's a terrible place. In fact, I think the world would be a better place if Twitter didn't exist. I really do. But the unfortunate thing is, if Twitter wasn't there, another social media giant would pop up, and the cycle will just continue. We're kind of stuck with social media, I think, forever. Unfortunately, I think it does a lot of bad things to society. But anyway, if you go on there, hashtag curfew for men is trending, or at least it was. It's no longer on the tab, at least for me. But it was trending for a little bit. I actually almost was going to make a video about this yesterday, and then I saw it trending. Like, okay, well, I'll talk about it just for a minute because it's kind of ridiculous. So, curfew for men. You actually have some check marks talking about it. The conversation is real. And this isn't just some stupid Twitter thing, because regularly Twitter has like men are trash, men are garbage trending all day. Like Twitter, just does. That's just what they do over on Twitter. It's just the way Twitter is. Men are garbage, and that's just how it is over there. But this is a real conversation that's being had. It's actually being considered by politicians over in the UK. So here's the summary of what happened. There's this woman named Sarah Everard who disappeared just walking home at night, and she was unfortunately found passed away, and it's sparking conversations. Kind of conversations, well, it's that bad things happen to people at night. And they're saying, well, it's all these men going after women, forgetting that men get attacked too. Listen, when you're walking home or walking out at night, it's dangerous. You just need to be more alert. You need to be careful of your surroundings and, make sure you protect yourself. It happens to men and women. All right, I'm not here to get into this too much. I just mostly wanted to talk about this and just show you how ridiculous things get, because now this happens and you have a politician, a baroness, say, hey, let's install a 6 p.m. curfew for men. Read out this whole thing saying we need to do this because it would make women a lot safer and discrimination of all kinds would be lessened. Now, she says that this was just to start a conversation and she was trying to make a point. I'm not so sure about that, because if you go over here, you actually have another politician from Wales saying he would consider curfews for men to help women feel safer in a crisis. Let me go over what they say here. This comes after the Baroness suggested a 6 p.m. curfew for men after women were told to change their behavior following Sarah Everard's disappearance. Mr. Drakeford was asked by the BBC about the idea of introducing curfews on men in areas where there are concerns over women being harmed. He says, it wouldn't be on the top of the list of things we'd consider, but it would be at the very best a temporary intervention. After being pressed further, he said, if there was a crisis and you needed to take dramatic action that allowed the crisis to be drawn down, then of course you'd be prepared to consider all measures that would make a difference. But the curfew measure you described, it could only ever be a temporary answer, and therefore it's not at the top of our list. There are other things we can and should do. People need to feel safe, and that's absolutely the sort of society we wish to create here in Wales. So, not going to make it a priority, but the fact that it's being considered is kind of ridiculous. So to make you feel safe, we'll just take away your right to go outside after 6 p.m. Only for dudes, right? Only for dudes. So it's just kind of ridiculous. And this stuff always comes out of England. Yeah, like I remember he's talking about like casual hookups. Those might be allowed again in the summer. Basically, people that live in the UK can start hooking up again casually in the summer. I didn't know that was something you are not allowed to do right now over in England. What is going on over in England? Can you guys that live over there and watch my channel fill me in the comments? I would really like to read, like, what do you guys think about the stuff going on over in your country? Like, this is crazy that you're considering a curfew for guys. Like, you just can't go out. Sorry if you got a dang-a-lang, you can't go outside at night. But there you have it. I mean, it's actually being discussed. Do I think this is going to happen? No. I don't think this is going to happen. But it's crazy that we actually have politicians openly talking about it. And one would even consider it. Anyway, let me know what you think about that in the comments below. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out.